Digivation Network.
Hello and welcome to Digivation Network, where we enlighten you on the digital life trends and events. My name is Adaze Okiaine, standing in for the regular anchor Bayero Agabi. To be part of this show, please click the subscribe button and follow us on our social media handles displayed on your screen. In this edition, we throw a spotlight on the attendant effects of COVID-19 in the education sector, and also we'll have a chat with Leko Balogun. He is an IT consultant on broadband and internet penetration in Nigeria. And of course, not forgetting our top fives for this week. But first, let's take a look at the trending issues in the news.
Hello, mommy.
My son,
good evening, ma.
How are you?
I'm fine, ma. Yeah, I'm just about to go on stage right now. Wish me luck.
Good luck, my dear. May it be well with you.
Man.
I pray your show goes very well.
Man. Mommy, before I forget, have you linked your NIN to your MTN line? Because I always have to keep reminding you, mommy, and I cannot risk not having your prayers.
But I don't know how to do it.
Mommy, it's as simple as saying MTN. All you need to do is dial star 785 star your NIN hash with your MTN line. Simple.
Staying connected to family, friends, and colleagues has never been easier. Link your NIN to your MTN line now.
Hello, mommy.
My son, I have done it. It is very easy, just like you said.
You see, mommy, I told you.
Hello, I am Bayero Agabi, welcoming you to this new ride. A digital ride that takes you into the lifestyle experience of innovation, tech impact, and new business frontiers. This is Digivation Network. On a weekly basis, we keep you well informed of developments and trends. Now the tech ecosystem is impacting politics, business, public and private enterprise management, plus how the new digital life can transform your business. I am Bayero Agabi. Join us.
Latest news from Twitter is that the tech giant Twitter is to set up its African headquarters in Ghana. The news broke on Monday, the 12th of April, 2021, with a post by the Twitter's CEO, Jack. According to Twitter, the choice of Ghana as the headquarters for Twitter's African operations stems from its openness towards the internet and Ghana's dealings with African continental free trade area. The news generated lots of reactions from Nigerians, especially in the social space.
Welcome development, but as a Nigerian, I had expected that to be in Nigeria. It needed to be here because a lot of other organizations like Facebook, Microsoft, and Google, they started the shop here first, and Nigeria, South Africa, in other places. Yeah. So I expected Twitter to follow suit in that direction to set up in Nigeria. Then if they want to expand towards the West Coast, then they can go to Ghana or Cote d'Ivoire or those places. But they also looking at it from their own decision, because they did give reason why they chose Ghana instead of, as much as they did not say instead of Nigeria, but they gave reason why they chose Ghana. And they said that they saw Ghana as a champion of democracy, that Ghana is a supporter of free speech, especially online freedom, and that the open internet, of which Twitter is also an advocate, seem to have a preference for Ghana. So that's it. I think that also, it also is a kind of an indictment on the closing space for closing public narrative space in Nigeria, but also in the amount of what happened after the NSAS crisis and a lot of other things, and the way government officials are hounding people over freedom of expression.
What I think is going to happen more is Nigerians are going to be doing greater things on the world scale. Nigerian talent is going to shine really, really brightly. And that's because there really isn't, I need to be careful with this, there is not that much to see anymore. with regards to companies coming into Nigeria or coming into Africa particularly, there isn't that much to see anymore because they have, for lack of a better word, they have done as much as they can in their parts of the world. So it's where can we stretch our tentacles to? And Africa, of course, is the next destination for all of these things. There's a lot of development that is yet to happen in Africa. So for lack of a better word, it feels like they have done as much as they can in their parts of the world. So it's about where next they can spread their tentacles. Where else can we go? And Europe is pretty much developed. So are the Americas and parts of Asia as well. So it's about coming to Africa to see how they can just do more in these parts. But of course, I know for a fact that African talent is going to shine better. And this is why I think so. Nobody understands the African situation like the African, right? So why it is fancy for big tech companies and whatnot to come to Africa to have their Africa headquarters and all of those things. Yeah. African talents are still the ones who are going to make sure that these things actually work. Right. Now, there'll be a lot of enablement, there'll be lots of support as well from these big companies. But I know that Africans are going to really, really shine. There's some lethargy that's happening right now. Maybe even in the Nigerian context, people are tired of certain regulations that feel like they are stifling innovation and creativity and all of those things. But it's all of these things will pass. They will pass, and things are going to get much easier as the days go by, and we're going to see how much different Nigerian and African talent, right, can make things for their parts of the world, and how some of these things interestingly scale from the African markets to even the Western markets as well.
See the markets in Africa and definitely want to come to Africa to invest, and this would really help the continent. Every other state, from South Africa to Ghana to Tunisia to Ghana, every other state in Nigeria, So yeah, definitely would affect every other country located in Africa. Okay. I would definitely advise Nigerian governments to embrace tech, embrace empowerment of youths, and because most youths, most founders of youths of tech companies are usually youths, young people. We're a lot of young people in the tech space, right? And I feel like this is the point where we should step in for us, support us, help us out, not bringing regulations that debunk us, not bringing regulations to set us out of the market, not banning us from the market. Every tech startup that is available in the world, in Nigeria, is created to make life easier, right? It's created to help people out. These companies employ people. This is taking people out of the unemployment rate. I'm sure there are a lot of times you've heard people wanting to come to the tech space because there are a lot of amazing things that are in the tech space, and we're directly or indirectly solving a problem, right? So the government should try to, not even try, the government, we're the government, so they should embrace this tech companies, embrace our solutions. We should see how we can grow as a country, because honestly, if Nigeria was really embracing Nigerian founders or Nigerian founded tech startups, I feel like the first place that every other VC or foreign company wants to pierce into Africa, one of the first places they look to is Nigeria. So let our governments do the homework of supporting us, giving a voice to us, investing in our startups and doing things to bring our startups up, instead of trying to throw us out of the market. So definitely.
News from the fintech space. AppZone raises $10 million for expansion and proprietary technology in a Series A investment round. The fintech software provider is based in Lagos, Nigeria, and is an enabler within banking and payments. AppZone platforms are used by more than 450 microfinance banks and 18 commercial banks in With the interruption of the COVID-19 pandemic on various aspects of life, its global impact on education continues to be felt, particularly in the present global e-learning structures. This special report sheds light on the surge on e-learning platforms as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic.
The COVID-19 has resulted in schools shut all across the world. Globally, an estimated 1.2 billion children are out of the classrooms. As a result, education has changed systemically with the distinctive rise of e-learning, whereby teaching and training is undertaken remotely and on digital platforms. Research suggests that online learning has been shown to increase retention of information and take less time, meaning the changes coronavirus has caused might be here to stay. While countries are at different points of their COVID-19 infection rates, in Nigeria, like in other parts of the world, children and parents are adjusting to the surge in e-learning.
Learning online has been a very great experience. It opens you up to the world, information at the tip of your finger. Then coming to children is a new trend. And it's not only school, if you permit me, even religious bodies, you find everybody is online, and that is the new thing, that is the in thing. Technology, digitization, and that is where the world is heading to.
It's a new experience for the students and also for the parents. It has an advantage and also disadvantage. In terms of cost, it's high for the parents. It's very high because you have to buy data almost every day or 2 days, and you're still coming back to pay school fees. But in the absence of students are not going to school, children can still be learning while they are at home, And also, it has shown us that conventional learning is okay. We still have other ways of learning. And for the children who are not in city, I'm sure it's not going to be easy because you find that network might not even be in the area in which they are. Again, is the issue of people who are in public schools. How many of these children can come on board, because a lot of their parents do not even understand what this internet is all about.
As efforts continue to slow the spread of the pandemic, giving rise to need for alternative ways of learning, parents and students believe the new normal is reshaping lives and bringing new perspectives to learning.
With the way Corona is, we have to see how we can adapt. That's the simple truth. For now, I'm not saying we should rule out children going to school because there are some kids who learn faster when they're in the four walls of a school. They are looking at a teacher. They remember, okay, this teacher said this thing so and so day. But when they are home, their home is like their playground. They want to play around. They want to eat. Yeah, a session is going on. The teacher is teaching and they are eating. And then the teachers on their own part, they're not that serious. You understand? In course, let me not say not, yeah, to some extent, because if you're not providing a teacher with enough data, they will just do what they have to do.
I like the online class because I can eat and be reading and I can be doing my assignments, and I will not have the stress of being disturbed by other classmates or being stopped by, oh, I'm to study now. That's why I like online class.
Post-COVID-19, the conventional ways may not be the normal again. While the new normal will be online education, however, a lot of steps has to be taken by governments, parents, education institutions, and centers to carry the new generation of learners to the future for the new tomorrow.
This is Digivation Network.
Welcome back. If you've just joined us, you're still watching Digivation Network. That was a special report on the rise of e-learning as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. Do check out more of our videos on our YouTube channel, www.youtube.com/Digivation Network.
This is AIT Infotech Network, reaching you from Freetown in Sierra Leone, Accra, the Ghanaian capital, Addis Ababa in Ethiopia, Johannesburg in South Africa. We are in Cairo in Egypt, Tunis, the Tunisian capital, Cape Town in South Africa, reaching you from Dubai, Hanover in Germany, live from Chicago, Las Vegas in the United States of America, Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia. We are in Beijing, China, in London, England. I am Bayero Agabi. Join us.
Still to come is the top 5 tech hubs in the world with Gideon Tobiloba.
Thanks, Adaze. I welcome you viewers to another segment of the Top 5s. I'm Gideon Tobiloba. As technology continues to dictate the pace of the advancement in this world today, we thought of a review of its activities as per location in different parts of the world, and therefore decides to bring you the top 5 tech hubs in the world. So here are the top 5 tech hubs in the world which are most likely to lead the tech space over the next decade. As usual, I'll be going from 5 to 1, and standing on 5 is Tokyo. With a growing venture capital base, world-class infrastructure, and an increasingly global and highly educated talent pool, Tokyo is emerging as one of the world's cities of choice for tech startups. Although Japan is still a highly traditional and hierarchical society, things are starting to change in business. 2 industry subsectors are particularly gaining traction in Tokyo's tech ecosystem: manufacturing and robotics and fintech. The total amount of funding raised by Japanese startups in 2019 stood at $4.09 billion, which makes Tokyo tech ecosystem valued at $25 billion. From Tokyo, we go to Tel Aviv, which stands at number 4. Tel Aviv has evolved into one of the world's leading hubs for technology and innovation. Israel's technology sector is growing faster than any other industry in the country. Innovations emerging particularly in the following subsectors: medical, automotive, aerospace, which makes Israel a world leader in UAV production and cybersecurity, with Israel exporting about $6.5 billion cybersecurity products every year. Tel Aviv tech ecosystem is valued at $47 billion. Standing on my third top 5 tech hubs in the world is London. London is the 3rd most important tech hub in the world today. According to the latest statistics, UK tech investment topped £10 billion for the first time, with the tech industry growing 6 times faster than any other industry in the UK. The city's thriving tech environment is nurtured by one of the world's leading startup ecosystems, a startup visa program, and access to funding. The startup visa is now 2-year visa route established in spring of 2019, created for early stage but highly potential entrepreneurs who are starting a business in the UK for the first time. Entrepreneurs looking to take their business to the next level benefit from the knowledge and experience of 125 incubators. London tech ecosystem, valued at $92 billion, continues to grow. Now to number 2 is Singapore, named the miniature Silicon Valley. Singapore is a powerhouse for tech. There is no miracle behind the city's outstanding success but hard work, a well-written government strategy, and, as they say in real estate, location, location, location. First and foremost, the government's main goal is to create an innovation culture by attracting the right talent with the right mindset. Secondly, the business environment in Singapore benefits from low taxes, a well-developed IT infrastructure, and strong investment opportunities. As part of the 2020 Research, Innovation and Enterprise Plan, the government sustained its commitment to research, innovation, and enterprise by investing $19 billion US. Despite the pandemic, Singapore managed to attract $17.2 billion US in fixed assets investment in 2020. Singapore tech ecosystem is valued at $210 billion US. Now to my number one, as expected, is Silicon Valley. Silicon Valley is the world's top tech hub today, with a $128,308 US per capita in the annual gross domestic product (GDP) PPP. If Silicon Valley were a country, it would be the second wealthiest in the world behind Qatar. Silicon Valley is home to major tech companies such as Google, Apple, Hewlett-Packard, Facebook, Netflix, Adobe, eBay, Cisco, LinkedIn, etc. Young startup founders flock to Silicon Valley looking to attract funding from some of the world's top venture capital firms or investors like Mark Andreessen, Ron Conway, John Doerr, or Peter Thiel. Silicon Valley ecosystem is valued at a whopping $677 billion US. These are the top 5 tech hubs in the world as of today, and until next week I come again with another informative segment of the top 5s. I remain Gideon Tublaba. Back to Adaze.
I am Bayero Agabi, welcoming you to this new ride, a digital ride that takes you into the lifestyle experience of innovation, tech impact, and new business frontiers. This is Digivation Network. On a weekly basis, we keep you well informed of development.
driver of economic catalyst or growth, as a catalyst rather for economic growth, then you begin to see that the potential is huge.
My name is Nick Ombalogo, the MD CEO of Bitbox Communications Limited, and I want to say a big thank you to the team, the crew from Digivation for having me today. And you know what? Keep leading Digivation and keep watching.
That was our guest of the week, Click on Balogun. On that note, we draw a curtain on the show for this week. You can reach us on www.youtube.com/DGVasion Network and our social media handles displayed on your screen. On behalf of our regular anchor of this show, Bayero Agabi, thank you for watching. My name is Adaze Okiaine.